Nation, you are tuned into 617 Live TV, and I'm your girl, T.Whitlow. I'm sitting here with the infamous model, Sekou. How are you, honey?
I'm good, baby. I'm really good. I'm really excited. I'm really excited to be home.
Sekou is actually from Boston. Many of you may think he's from somewhere outside of this country or outside of this city, but he actually represents Beantown.
Beantown, yeah, Beantown to the fullest. Celtics and the Red Sox. I represent hardcore back in New York.
I love it. So how does it feel to be home?
It feels wonderful. Like I did a little radio spot earlier today on 106.1.
Which is my station.
Right.
I gotta shout them out as well. Now we have to talk. I want to ask you who exactly launched your career, because I read something that it said Click modeling agent, and then I read Ford Candy. So who was it?
What happened is that I was in school here in Boston. I was going to UMass Boston, and I got scouted. And actually, the Ford agency, Candy Ford on Newbury Street, a gentleman by the name of Chris Gay scouted me. I didn't do much work with them because they're not really a modeling agency. And so within 3 months, I was whisked away to Milan.
Crazy.
And basically lived over Milan and Europe for about a year. Did the show seasons. Did my struggle over there. So, did the whole model struggle over there, model's apartment, all that kind of craziness over there, which was interesting. And then came back to New York with a campaign waiting with Bruce Weber with Abercrombie & Fitch, which I shot with Ashton Kutcher and the guy Tom Welling from Smallville.
Yes.
And it was the first really racy kind of catalog that Abercrombie did, and I was part of that. And it kind of just snowballed from there in a good way.
Now, were you their first ethnic model? Because I don't really remember Abercrombie doing a lot of ethnic models.
No, I was their first male ethnic model that kind of got a lot of shine in that catalog. Being teamed up interracially with women there, and also me being teamed up with another dark-skinned model, Aisha Kane, who's the Avion girl.
Yes, she's gorgeous.
Right, and so it was me and her as a couple, but as brown skin, with the same complexion. But, it was a big deal. It wasn't like the light-skinned girl and the dark-skinned boy.
Of course. Now, you actually had the pleasure of working with David LaChapelle, which is the famed photographer. He does a lot of abstract photography. How was that? How was that experience?
That was wonderful. I did Interview magazine with him, with Little Kim and Missy Elliott. And with what's her name, Donatella Versace.
I love it.
Yeah, so we did it. We shot at her house in the 74th Street. It was wonderful, and he's crazy, and I like that about artists more than a photographer. He's an artist.
I know they're kind of giving us the cue that we need to wrap up because you got a ton of press waiting for you, and I'm so privileged to actually have you here right now on, I don't want to say the casting couch because that sounds so freaky.
Wow. You heard? You heard you got a casting couch like this?
But I have to ask, Sekou, what is next for you? Because we know you're getting into acting. I have to also shout out the whole commentating thing that you're stepping into, which is stepping on my toes, might I add.
No, it's not stepping on your toes. It's I think we can both do it. Both do it here in Boston and represent.
Definitely.
But the main thing for me is my acting. I fell in love with it about 6 years ago, and then studied theater. And so right now in 2010, with the team that I have, I'm hoping that offers will come in. And that I can showcase what I can do.
Why don't you share some of those words of wisdom?
Some of those words of wisdom is just to stay focused, have fun. Big time, have fun. This is fashion. It's fashion. Have fun. Don't get caught up.
When you say don't get caught up, does that mean?
It means whatever it means to whoever. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean whatever it means to whomever, it means whatever. So just don't get caught up. And if you do get caught up, enjoy what you're doing. You know what I mean?
But rebound.
Exactly. But don't get caught up. And then, hopefully when I come back to Boston, I'll be able to talk to students and to younger people and to older people that are in the business and give them some sound advice about the pitfalls, what to look out for, things that I looked out for without having to go through it.
Watch out for him on the big screen. You'll see this man. Look out for his name. Look out for his gorgeous face, which has graced the covers of infamous labels all over the world. Again, we wish you much success, Sekou, in all your endeavors, and it was a pleasure having you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.